rescue those you call your own. Pour out your favor. And I will lift up a shout of praise. You are my God. You are the answer. Your love burns within us. You are the answer. Your light breaks through the darkness. You are the answer. I cannot live without you. You are my God. I will lift up a shout of praise to you. You are the answer.
So this is my third year at SpringHill, and growing up in a Christian home, I was always kind of connected with God, and SpringHill has always kind of reinforced that for me. But I've always felt like there was something kind of in between me and God, like a really, really thin wall. And I felt like I was almost there. You know, I was trying to do all the right things. I knew all the answers in Sunday school class. I read my Bible. I knew how the church worked. I helped out in my church. But I always felt that, you know, I wasn't all the way there. You know, these 2 weeks at SpringHill really changed that. I found God did something a little bit different than what I expected. But then what really did it for me was Saturday night, during Saturday night worship. We sang a few songs, and then the people leading it asked us to divide into groups of 3 or 4. And we were supposed to just talk about the struggles that we would face when we went back home, that we didn't have here at camp, but things that might separate us from God. And at that moment, it really clicked for me, and I saw there was no way that this all happened by chance, that we were in a group of 6, that we shared those struggles, that we went as long as we took praying, and that when we came out, the first 3 lines that I heard spoke directly to those guys. And I knew at that moment that God was there. God set those events in motion. And the closing song we did was Set a Fire, and that was just so powerful for me. At that point, I was just so excited, realizing God had definitely set those events in motion, and I kind of took the words of Set a Fire and kind of made that my request to recommit my life to Christ. And it was a surreal feeling. It was absolutely incredible. And then jumping to Wednesday night of our second week, Avenue, we did the mirror skit. We went up and wrote words that described us, that we had negative feelings about. And it took me a long time before I went up and wrote. I was one of the last people to go up and write. But I went up and wrote the word mistake. And that was something that, especially through middle school, I struggled with feeling like, was that I was a mistake child. That I shouldn't have happened. And I was starting to lose it, so I went to the back of the dining hall and kind of just bawled. But then when they put the red paint, which represented Christ's blood, on the mirror and then wiping it clean, I just was absolutely losing in the back, realizing what he had done for us, what he had done for each one of us individually. He had given us the most incredible gift possible, and that's the gift of being able to be with him and the Father forever. And by the end of the night, my tears had turned to tears of joy, tears of happiness. To think that there are millions of people who've never had that feeling, who don't know him, is very sad. And the best thing I can do is live like Christ would and go out and spread his word. And that's what I really want to do, and these 2 weeks really encouraged me to do that.